Hello, everybody, and welcome to the
Darnell.
channel. We got some 1978 Atlanta Braves baseball, and it's April 11th, and we got the Braves traveling out to San Diego to take on the Padres. And let's take a look at the starting lineup here for the Atlanta Braves. Leading off, playing second, Jerry Royster. Batting second, playing center field, Barry Bonnell. Batting third, playing right field, Cito Gaston. Batting fourth, playing left field, Jeff Burris. Batting fifth, playing, no, I'm doing the catching, is Biff Pocoroba. Batting sixth, playing first, Dale Murphy. Batting seventh, playing third, is Ron Gilbreth. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Pat Rocket. And batting ninth, doing the pitching for the Atlanta Braves, Phil NIEKRO. See about the home team, San Diego Padres. We got leading off, playing first base, Gene Richards. Excuse me, batting second, playing second, Daryl Thomas. Batting third, playing center field, George Hendrick. Batting fourth, playing right field, Dave Winfield. Batting fifth, playing left field, Oscar Gamble. Batting sixth, playing third base, Bill Allman. Batting seventh, playing shortstops, Ozzie Smith. Batting eighth, doing the catching, is Bob Davis. And batting ninth and doing the pitching for the San Diego Padres is Randy Johnson. Let's get down here to the stadium, folks, and get this game started. And we got Jerry Royster leading it off here for the Braves, having a fine start to the season. He's 3-16. Hey, Ken. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully they can get a win. The poor Braves are only 2-8. And Royster batting 316. Nice start to the year with 2 RBIs, going up against Randy Jones, his third start of the year. He's 1-1 with a 1.59 ERA. And here's the pitch to Jerry. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Easy play for Thomas. And that'll be out number one. And that brings up now Mr. Barry Bonnell. And he's batting 325 on the year with only 1 RBI. Here's the pitch to Barry. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Ozzie at short. He's up with it. He fires over the first. 2 ground balls, 2 outs. Here comes Cito Gaskin getting a start. He's only batting a $167. Here's the pitch to Cito. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. See what he can do here. And that ball is driven into right field for a single. So Cito's aboard here with 1 out. And up steps Jeff Burris now. See if the Braves can do something here with the 2-out rally. And he's batting 270. He's got a homer and 3 RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Oh, he's got that R, don't he? So that might not be a strikeout. Nope. That's going to be a pop up down the short. And that'll be the final out. So the Braves strand 1. And then you go to the bottom of the first. Braves, nothing. Richards, Thomas, and Hendrick due up here for the Padres. Gene's batting 243 with 2 RBIs going up against Phil NIEKRO. This is his 4th start. He's 1-1 with a 2.35 ERA. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. He couldn't hit that knuckleball. It's 1 down here. Nice start for old Phil. And that brings up Thomas batting only 062. 1 RBI on the year. And that's going to be I don't think he's going to be good enough to turn that 12 into a hit. So against a righty now, he makes him a 13. So that'll be a ground ball down to Murphy. He'll take it himself, touch the bag for out number 1. Here comes George Hendrick up now. George is batting .205 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play result, 40. And 36 on the 40 is probably just going to be a foul ball. And that'll be strike one on George. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a 9 against a 16. And that's going to be an infield hit. George is aboard with 2 outs. There's 2 outs, not 1. And that brings up Dave Winfield here. And Winfield's batting .324. He's got 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Hey, Mike. Sports Time Machine's in the house. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Barry in center field. And the Padres strand one. We go to the top of the second. It's still scores here in San Diego. We got Pocoroba, Murphy, and Gilbreth due up here. Biff's batting .333 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Let's see if he can keep this up. And he does. He squares this one up against Randy. See what he can do here with the leadoff base hit. That ball as well. He's got an H. Let's see here against a lefty. That's going to add 18. And that's still going to be out of here. That's high. That is far, and that is gone, folks. Home run to left field. Biff Pocoroba puts the Braves on the board. 1-0. Yeah, it brings up Dale Murphy now. Only hitting a .152. He's got a homer and 2 RBIs. And back-to-back jacks maybe here, folks, against the lefty of 13. And that ball is going back-to-back home runs. Ball's leaving the park here today in San Diego. And it is quickly 2-0 Atlanta. Up now, batting .235 with 2 home runs. Nobody out and nobody on. He's up 2-0. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Up with it is Allman over to Richards for out number 1. Brings up Pat Rocket now. And the Rocket's only batting a .118. He's got 2 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a 17. That's going to be a single in the left field. No, it's not. 55 is a 9. And that's going to make him, what did I say, 17. That is going to be an infield hit. Just barely gets on as the throw comes over. He beats it. The Rockets aboard here with 1 out. Here comes old Nuxie up. And he's going to try to sacrifice the Rocket down the second. And on 32 on a sacrifice. And that ball is going to be hit down the third. And Allman's only play is going to be over the first with Thompson covering. And that'll be 2 outs. We're back to the top of the order here in Jerry Royster, but another runner in scoring position with the Braves already up 2-0. Royster grounded out to his counterpart at second his first time up. Can he get a base hit here and make it 3-0, folks? And that's going to be hit down the short. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. And Ozzy's out in short left field, makes the catch. But the Braves scored 2 on back-to-back home runs by Pocoroba and Murphy. And take a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the second. We got Gamble, Allman, and Smith due up here for the Padres. And Oscar's batting .281 with 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. The Rockets got it. Fires over to Murph. 1 down. Up comes Bill Allman now. And Bill's batting .229 with 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Easy play for Gilbreth. He fires over the first. 2 ground balls, 2 outs. And Kenfield get the side out in order. Ozzie Smith's up batting .303 with 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes to Padres. We go to the top of the third here. Bunnell, Pocoroba, and Murphy do up here. Barry grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And up with his Allman, fires over the first. For out number 1. Here comes Cito Gaston up now. And Cito got a single his first time up. Can he get aboard again here, folks? And that's going to be a hit in the right field. And Winfield is a 3. A 46. That should be fielding column number 1. And it is. And that's a nice play out there in right field by Winfield. He just robbed Cito Gaston of another hit. So 2 outs. A little tip of the cap there for Winfield. Nice play. Ran it down the 5-star outfielder. And here comes Jeff Burris. He popped up the shortest first time up. And not this time, folks. He squares it up. So how big was that play out there by Winfield? And that ball is high. Well, let's look. It's an H here. Against the lefty, he makes him a 7. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. Jeff Burris hits another home run in the dead center field. And 3 home runs and a 3-run lead by the Braves. Ball's flying out for them today. Here's Biff Pocoroba. He's 1 for 1 with that home run and an RBI. And we drop the dice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. That'll end the inning. But not until the Braves add another run on the home run and make this a 3-0 ball game. So we go to the bottom of the third. The bottom part of the order due up here. And Davis, Jones, and back to the top of the order in Richards. And we got Aaron Reed in the house, folks. And Bob Davis is hitting an even 200 with 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up on the infield. He's calling for it. Jerry Royster calls for it, makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Randy Jones. Not a bad hitting pitcher. Batting .250 on the year. So NIEKRO can't just groove one here. And he does. Let's see what happens here. Against a righty. Make him a 13. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Nice play out there by Barry. Just robbed Randy of a base hit. We don't need no stinking DH. Nice hit by the pitcher. But Bunnell robs him. We're back to the top of the order, and Gene Richards. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Matter of fact, it's the only strikeout of the game for NIEKRO. And May got another strikeout. So 2 strikeouts, both of them Gene Richards. And that'll end the inning. Go to the top of the 4th. We got Murphy, Gilbreth, and the Rocket due up. Murph homered his first time up. That was his 2nd home run of the year. And they don't want no parts of the Murph. They walk him. So Murphy's down at first with a leadoff walk. Brings up Mr. Gilbreth. Gilbreth grounded out to short his first time up. Murph with the speed. A D, though, can't run on a 3-run lead. So here's the pitch to Gilbreth. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. And up steps Pat Rocket. And Pat got a single his first time up. Can he do it again with Murph down at first? Not this time. That's going to be popped up on the infield. And let's see who's calling for this one. That's going to be down at short. Ozzie makes the catch, and that'll be 2 outs. So it's up to Phil NIEKRO to do something with Murphy down there with that leadoff walk. Phil had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the leadoff walk don't hurt him. And they strand 1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We got Thomas due up, followed by Hendrick and Winfield. And Thomas grounded out the first his first time up. And not this time. He squares this one up against Phil. And that ball is hit into the gap in left field. And Barry finally gets over to get it. And that brown-eyed handsome man's turning second. And he's in there with a leadoff triple, folks. And the Braves will play back with a 3-run lead here. So you got the leadoff runner aboard with a triple. And up steps George Hendrick. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So now you got the 2 leadoff batters aboard. Not what you want to see with 3-run lead and Dave Winfield up. 1 swing of the bat, and Winfield could tie this game up. Winfield flew out the center his first time up. And sure enough, he squares this off against NIEKRO. And that ball is 6 against a 18. And that's going to be a double in the deep center. And 56. That'll be a 12. It'll be a 25 for George to score. 25. That's a 51. They're going to send him here. I know there's nobody out, but a 51 or lower, he's safe. And he's out of there. Nice play by Barry. That's a double in the center field. And they're cussing the manager of the Padres for sending him home with nobody out. But so, nice throw by Barry. Just gets him. So now there's 1 out with Winfield down at second for Oscar Gamble. And it's a 3-1 ball game, folks. And Oscar is 0 for 1. He's grounded out the short his first time up. And that's another base on balls. And all of a sudden, NIEKRO's struggling here in the 4th. And the good part is that sets up the double play ball. So we got first and second now with 1 out. Bill grounded out the short his first time up. And that's going to be hit down the 3rd. And Gilbert's a 4 on a 36. And that's going to be fielding column 2. And that's going to be the old 3-4, the 5-4-3 double play. That gets the Braves out of that mess. Nice throw by Barry, and then the 5-4-3 double play. Padres only score 1. We go to the top of the 5th. We got the top of the order due up here for the Braves. Can they get that run right back? Yeah, old Roger Craig. Like I say, they're a little upset with him not getting that runner thrown out. I thought it was worth our chance, though. 51 or lower. Didn't see that not happening. Royster's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped up. And that's going to be a rare play. 35 on a 36. Is that what that is? Yeah, 35 on a 36. And that'll probably be a ball. 28. And that's going to be ball 1 to Royster. Take advantage of this 1-0 pitch. And no, that's a lazy fly ball out to center field. George catches it for out number 1. And here comes Barry. He just threw that runner out. See if that translates into a good at bat. He's grounded out the short and the 3rd. And it does. That's going to be a base hit into right field. So Barry's aboard here with one out. And Cito Gaston steps up. Winfield robbed him of a hit his last time up. He's 1 for 2. And Barry down there at first. Here's the pitch to Cito. And that's going to be against a lefty. I'll make him a 10. 10 on a 9. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Oscar. Oscar makes a nice catch. Cito's hitting into some bad luck here today, folks. He's 1 for 3. Could be perfect 3 for 3. But these outfielders are on the job out there. Here comes Jeff Burris. He's 1 for 2. He homered his last time up. Can he do it again here, folks? And that's going to be a 2-0 pitch to him. 2 balls and no strikes on Jeff. You take advantage of it. No, that's going to be a ground ball down the short. He'll go the short way over to second. That'll end the inning. The Braves strand 1. We get to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom part of the order due up here for San Diego. Smith, Davis, and Jones. And Ozzy's 0 for 1. Flew out the right. And that's going to be a base hit. Infield hit for Ozzy. So the leadoff batter's aboard here with Mr. Davis due up now. Bob Davis. Let's see here. Can Ozzy take off? He's an F. So he's not going to be able to take off. He's a C, rather. So he can't take off. The lead's too big. So you got Davis up. He's popped up the second his first time up. And he gets a hold of this, folks. That's not what you want to see if you're a Braves fan. And that's going to be a double in the right field. Ozzy's with his speed. And Cito with not a great arm. Are they going to try it again here, folks? So it's a 40, what? 42. 31. That's a lot better chance than the last time. So they're going to send him. They're going to stay aggressive. 61 or lower. And he's in there safely. And he is. So Ozzy with a double. And it scores the runner from first. And now it's a 1-run ball game. And Davis down at second with nobody out. And we're going to let Jones swing away here. He's already in scoring position. He flew out the center and took a nice play by Barry to rob him of a hit. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. You're correct. Here's the pitch to Jones. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout by NIEKRO. Here comes Richards. And he struck out twice. Can old NIEKRO get another one here and give him the hat trick? And that's going to be a... It's going to be a pop-up down the short. And the Rocket makes the catch. So now there's 2 outs with Davis down at second. And that brings up Darryl Thomas now. And he tripled and came around to score in the 4th and grounded out the 1st. And that'll be a ground ball. Back to the mound. NIEKRO up with it. Fires over to Murphy. That ends the inning, but the Padres get another run and make it a 1-run ball game. And up steps Pocoroba, followed by Murphy and Gilbreth here in the 6th. Braves would like to get another insurance run or two. Biff's 1 for 2 with a home run. And he squares this one up again. Pocoroba's having a good start of the season and a great game. And that is blasted into right field for a leadoff double. So Biff standing down at second with nobody out. And here comes Murph. He's already homered in this game. See if he can do something here. Pocoroba doesn't have great speed out there. So Murph's 1 for 1. He's homered and he's walked. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. A big strikeout by Randy. Up steps Gilbreth. Can he deliver here with 1 out? Braves would love to have that insurance run. He's grounded out and struck out. And that's a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts after giving up that lead-off double. So it's up to the Rocket to do something now with 2 outs. He's 1 for 2, singled and popped up the short. And that'll end the inning unless he's that good or bad, and I don't think so. And that'll be a ground ball down the first. And Richards will toss it over to Randy for out number 3. The Braves strand Pocoroba. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 3-2 ball game. We got Hendrick, Winfield, and Gamble due up here against NIEKRO. George is 1 for 1 with a walk. And that's going to be a 16. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Nice play by Barry. Robs George of a base hit. His counterpart does his job. 1 down. And that'll bring up Mr. Dave Winfield. He's 1 for 2. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And up with it is the Rocket. He fires over to Murph. 2 up and 2 down. Can NIEKRO have a lot easier inning this time? Up walks Oscar Gamble. He's walked and grounded out the short. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And Burris makes the catch. Nice grab out there. Robs him of a hit. And the Padres go down 1-2-3. We go to the 7th inning. And Braves will send up NIEKRO. Then back to the Royster and Bunnell. And Phil is 0 for 1. He had a bunt and a strikeout. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And Gene's not very good. A 31. Let's see, against a 2? That's probably going to be fielding column 3. And that'll be fielding column 1 against a 2. Yeah, that will be fielding column 3. I was right the first time. Stop doubting yourself here. And that's going to be an error. And NIEKRO will be safe at first on the E3. So they got the leadoff runner aboard here. And here comes Jerry Royster up now. Jerry's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, flew out, and popped up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Gamble and left. That'll be out number 1. Let's see if Barry can do something here. He's having a good game. He is 1 for 3. He's grounded out twice and singled his last time up. And we dropped the dice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Ozzy's up with it. Let's see what happens here. Probably going to be a double play ball. And it's going to be 6-4-3. That'll end the inning, folks, as Barry hits into the double play. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 3-2 ball game. Got Ullman, Smith, and Davis due up here in the 7th. And Bill Rather's 0 for 2, grounded out twice, short and third. And he's going to give it back to Phil. And NIEKRO's up with it. Now it's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out Bill for his 4th strikeout of the game. Now Ozzie Smith steps in with 1 out and nobody on. He singled his last time up. And against NIEKRO, righty. It's going to make him. That's going to be a ground ball down to Gilbreth. Nice play. No, matter of fact, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ozzie. Ozzie strikes out. Can he strike the side out? Bob Davis doubled and drove in a run his last time up. And that's going to be that is going to be a fly ball in the center field. Now it's going to drop in front of him in center. And on base hit by Bob Davis. So 2 outs and Davis is aboard. Let's make sure. Yep. And that'll make us have to pitch hit here for Jones. Jones is coming out of the game. See what lefty's going to come up. Oh, cool. Mike's going to do some games here coming up, he says. Game 2 of a 3-game series between the 2018 Red Sox and the Phillies. Okay, let's see what kind of lefties they got on the bench. You got Turner on the bench. And that looks like it. So Turner's going to come out here and pitch hit for Jones. 2 outs. Davis down at first. Can NIEKRO get out of this 2 outs here and keep it a 1-run game? Jerry steps to the plate. And Jerry Turner's batting .375 on the year. He's got a homer and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a base on balls. And all of a sudden, Phil, with 2 outs, gives up a hit and now a walk. Now the go-ahead runs down at first. Back to the top of the order in Richards. He's struck him out twice, and he popped up the short. See if Phil can get that all-important 3rd out here. And he does. That's going to be hit down the first. And Murph's up with it. He tosses it over. The NIEKRO covering, and that'll end the inning. Now we need to get a pitcher in here for the Padres. Since this is the first game of the series, let's see who's rested. They got Gaston, Burris, and Pokeroba's a switchy. So they'll bring in a right-handed pitcher. Let's see who they got here. They got a hell of a good bullpen here. Let's see here. Who are they going to bring in? That is the question. I'm not going to bring in Fingers. They don't have the lead.
D'acquisto.
D'Acquisto.
Spillner or D'Acquisto? That is the question. They're going to bring D'Acquisto in. That's who they'll go with. Let's see when the last time he pitched. It's been a while. Looks like. Yep. So John the Count's going to come in here and pitch. And like I say, he'll be going up against Cito Gaston, Burris, and Pokeroba. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. The Braves will love to get some insurance for Phil. And this is John's 2nd appearance. Well, no, 1st appearance. 1st time pitching. Let's see if Cito can rough him up a little bit here, folks. And here's the pitch to Cito. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And that'll be, no, that's a swing and a miss. He's got that old K. Got the old K. He strikes out Cito for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jeff Burris now. Let's see if Burris can get something going with 1 out. He's 1 for 3 with that homer. And that's going to be a deep fly ball, but Oscar's got room out there short of the track and makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Biff Pokeroba. He's homered in the game. He's 2 for 3, a homer and a double. Can he get something going here with 2 outs? And no, that's going to be a ground. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. So he strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. NIEKRO holding on to this 1-run lead. He's got Thomas, Hendrick, and Winfield to get through here in the 8th. Can he do it? Thomas tripled his and grounded out twice. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Knucksy walks the go ahead, the tying run. Brings up George Hendricks up now. Let's see if they can get a double play and get out of this mess. George is singled, walked, and flew out the center. That's correct. Yes, he would. We end up beating the Braves, first team to win the World Series out of the country. And that's going to be a 16 and an 8. That's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Out in the short left field goes Gilbreth. Makes the catch for out number 1. Again, the Braves are still looking for the double play. Here's Dave Winfield up. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Grounded out and flew out. And that's going to be hit down the 3rd. Can the Braves turn 2 here? I doubt it. Not with Gilbreth. That'll probably be fielding column 2 for him. Nope, that'll be fielding column 3. I know that's not a double play. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strikeout. Nice job by NIEKRO. Gets Dave Winfield. Here's Oscar. And he's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and walked and flew out. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. And the leadoff walk doesn't hurt NIEKRO. We go to the top of the 9th. We got Murphy, Gilbreth, and the Rocket due up here. Can they get NIEKRO some insurance? Murphy's 1 for 2. He's walked and homered. And that ball is high. Let's see here. It's an 8. Not quite yet. Let's make sure. Against the righty. Be a 16. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. Murph with his 2nd homer of the game. And makes it a 4-2 ball game. And Knucksy appreciates that as he walks into the dugout and gets a handshake. Brings up Rod Gilbreth. He's grounded out and struck out twice. See if John can get him the hat trick. And he does. Struck out the last 3 times. Gilbreth gets the old hat trick. That's 1 out here. Here comes the Rocket. He's 1 for 3. He is singled, popped up, and grounded out. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Oscar's got it for out number 2. Yeah, exactly. You got that right, Aaron. Yeah, because like I say, he's got that H. So you got to make sure those home runs ain't taken away, the G and the H. And up comes Knucksy. And we're going to let him bat. There's nobody on. He's got a 2-run lead. We're going to let him try to go to distance. He's 0 for 2. He's had a sacrifice bunt, struck out, and reached on an error. Can Knucksy get aboard here? And no, that's a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. Can Knucksy hold on to this 2-run lead? Got the bottom part of the order due up here. He's got Allman, Smith, and Davis. And Bill is 0 for 3 against him. Grounded out twice and struck out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. No, it's not. It's going to be another swing and a miss. And Nuxie's starting to deal here in these late innings. Old knuckleball is dancing now. Brings up Ozzie Smith. He struck out his last time up. Flew out and singled. He's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a infield hit. So the Padres ain't done yet. So Ozzie down there at first. And let's see if Ozzie can take off. He's a C, I think. And they're behind by 2, so he can't take off. That brings up Davis. Can NIEKRO make it through this, folks? Davis is 2 for 3, a double and an RBI. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Cito and right. And the Padres are down to their last out. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for John. They got no more lefties on the bench. See who they're going to bring out here. Somebody with a little pop. And that's going to be Gene Tennis. He doesn't hit righties well, but they're going to bring Gene out. See if he can hit a 2-run homer. Tie this ball game up. There's Gene. You got a runner down at first, 2 outs. Gene's batting .300 with no home runs and no RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch from Nuxie. And that's going to be against a righty. 20 and a 9. And that's going to be a ground ball. Sorry, a fly ball out to deep center field. But there's room out there for Barry. He makes the catch. And that ends the ball game, and the Braves win, folks. 4-2. Hey, Apba. Nice to see you, bud. The Braves finally broke their 5-game losing streak. Let's take a look at the box score here. Phil NIEKRO goes the distance, picks up his 2nd win. Yeah, they finally got ones right, Ken. Yeah, thanks to the home runs, the long ball. And Nuxie doing a good job. No Murph 2 for 3. And the Braves 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. The Padres 7 runs, 2 hits and an error. And like I say, you had Murph. He was 2 for 3 and a walk, 2 RBIs, 2 home runs. The Braves were 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. All their runs was home runs, folks. And Murph with 2, Burris and Pocoroba with the other 2. So all 4 runs was done by the solo shot. Then he left 5 men on base. And Smith and Davis was the only Padres with 2 hits in the game against Nuxie. They was 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. And you had Thomas with the triple, Winfield and Davis with doubles. They left 7 men on base. NIEKRO goes to 2-1, goes the distance, 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, struck out 7. Jones picks up his 2nd loss, goes to 1-2, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and like I say, 3 home runs. Cisco comes in, pitches 2 innings, gives up the home run to Murphy in the 9th. 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, pitched well except for the long ball. And that was your ball game, folks. We only got 2 other games here on April 20th. Let's fast play them. 1 American League game, 1 National League. Got the Brewers taking on the Red Sox. And Mike says he's getting ready to do that 2018 Red Sox against the 1980 Phillies on his channel. Let's get rid of this so you can see this. And the Brewers, 6 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The Red Sox, 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. And the final game here on the 20th is the Astros out in California taking on the Dodgers. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Yep. Astros, 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Dodgers, 5 runs, 10 hits and an error. Take a quick look here at the standings. And then we'll go over to Sports Time Machines channel and watch that Phillies Red Sox game. So the Ken Castro's Phillies with a 7-1 record leading the National League East over the Expos. And out in the West here, San Diego now drops to 6-4. They're tied up with the Dodgers. And the Braves go to 3-8, or 3.5 games back. And Jack Clark's leading the National League with a 476 batting average. Reggie Smith with 5 home runs. And you got 4 players tied for 10 RBIs. George Foster, Craig Lazinski, Bobby Mercer, and now Bob Watson. And you got Steve Carlton with a .5 ERA. And now you got 2 pitchers, Mike Lemongolin and Rick Russell with 3 wins, and Raleigh Fingers with his 3 saves. Bob Watson's now leading the MVP voting, and Rick Russell with his 3 wins, the Cy Young. I want to thank Aaron Reed. Check out his channel. He does some baseball for Windows, Sports Time Machine. Like I say, go over and check out his channel. He's doing some Stratomatic with these great teams. And like I say, he's getting ready to do the 2018 Red Sox and the 1980 Phils. Apba Chatter, check out his great channel. Ken Castro was in the house. We got to get Ken. I keep trying to get Ken to do stuff. Ken's doing the bats and got me talked into. I ordered the bats, both post and pre 61. Hopefully it comes in the mail. Oh, you're welcome, Ken, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. And anybody else in the house? I think that was everybody. I want to thank you all for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And on your way out, hit that bell, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Until next time, you all have a great evening and take care.